Hi. I'm not sure if anyone has joined yet, but we're gonna have to see. I'm not even sure if people can hear me, but yeah, well, we'll go with it. So, yeah. Hi. If you're watching, I'm just wondering how is everyone doing? Please let me know. Welcome to this closing ceremony of the OlympicsAthon. I know it has been very delayed. The Olympics, the official Olympics Games, it closed on the 8th of August, and we're it's currently the 8th, it's currently the 18th of August, so a 10-day delay. I apologize for that, but hopefully, nevertheless, you can still enjoy this if you have decided to join for this final ceremony. So, this will be a combination of reading sprints and also just some stats and to talk about the OlympicsAthon, the readathon that happened alongside the Olympic Games. First of all, thank you to everyone that joined in for the readathon as well. It was so much fun. I really appreciated it. Um, so yeah, I need to do some notifications, I think, about the fact that we are airing. So I think I just posted it on Twitter. I'm gonna go on Discord as well and let everyone know. And yeah, I think I'm currently alone. That's fine. I can be my own company. Yeah, that's the thing with being a small channel. Oh well. But as I said, this will be a combination of reading sprints and also talking about the Olympics, the OlympicsAthon, whatever you feel like. So, of course, for the reading sprints, we need some books, right? Well, I have not quite decided what I should read during the sprints. I'm currently reading multiple books, as per usual, of course. I'm currently reading, what's next to me is War and Peace that I'm currently reading. I'm on page 26. So I'm reading that one. I'm also reading, which one is it? I'm reading Good Omens by Terry Pratchett and Neil Gaiman. I'm about 100 pages through that one. I might continue that one, to be honest. Then I'm also reading Birthright by Nora Roberts. I'm kind of like ish DNFing it, I think. Or not, I'm not DNFing it, but I'm just halfway through that one. So we're gonna have to see which one I decide to pick up for the reading sprints. But if you are joining in for the reading sprints, please let me know what you plan on reading. And please let me know just in general if you participated in the OlympicsAthon, the readathon or not, or if you watched the Olympic Games. I would love to know that. So yeah, I also think that the way I will approach the reading sprints today is we'll start with some shorter sprints, and then perhaps by the end of this live show, we'll go for longer sprints. That's sort of the plan. But as I was saying, I need to go on Discord and let everyone know that we are airing. So yeah, hang on, everyone, hang on. Yeah. Hi, Anya. Nice to see you here. Thank you for joining me. Please let me know what your general thoughts of the OlympicsAthon were, and also if you watch the Olympics, the actual Olympic Games, and what you thought of that. I would love to know that. Um, yeah, I think I had an entire speech at the beginning about like, okay, I didn't really have a speech. I don't know what's happening. I'm blabbering. But just everyone that's joining in now, please let me know how your day has been, if you participated in the readathon, what you thought of it, and so on. What was I talking about? I were talking about the fact that I'm not sure what to read during the sprints. I think I will pick up Good Omens. I'm currently reading Good Omens. I actually have some history with that book because I think I bought it about 7 years ago. I bought it because I wanted to get back into reading. So I just got a recommendation from my brother and picked it up. And I think I read a third of it, didn't really understand it, and yeah, basically didn't continue to read it. But it has been on my bookshelves since then. So I decided to finally pick it up again. And so far, I am enjoying it. It is confusing at certain parts, I would say, uh, but it is an enjoyable and fun read. So I think that's the one I'm gonna read during these sprints. I'm happy to hear that you enjoyed the readathon, and that's fine that you didn't complete all the prompts. I didn't either. I I wanted to go for all the sprints, but I kind of failed the translation one because of the book I was reading, Birthright by Nora Roberts. I didn't really enjoy it, so I never felt motivated to read it. And I failed that final bonus prompt. Darn it. I was one book away or half a book away, but yeah, that's fine. Still, nevertheless, it's amazing that we all did the prompts, no matter how many we did, and that we participated. Oh, happy to hear that you like Good Omens. Yeah, no, I think it's fun. It can be a bit confusing. I feel like their writing style, both Neil Gaiman's and Terry Pratchett, is a bit special or different compared to how many other writers write their books. But it is a fun read, so I think I will continue with that one actually. Oh, we did follow the Olympics. Oh yeah, the sprinting, Stefan Hassan. Cool. Yeah. I love the athletics in general. Sweden had such an amazing Olympics for the athletics team, at least. Like we got two gold and one silver. And I was so emotional actually watching that discus throw competition. I mean, that was something special. So yeah, it was very fun to just follow the Olympics and watch along. I also watched a lot of gymnastics. I got so obsessed with the gymnastics. I watched it for an entire week basically when they had all the finals in the uh, what the what's it called? The group, the team when they did multiple sports basically. But yeah, what more? The stats for the readathon, I think we will do one sprint first, and then I'll talk about some of the results from the OlympicsAthon, reveal which country won, basically, and also talk about some general stats I have tried. And if you have any stats that you're curious about or things you would like to know about the behind the scenes of the readathon, please just ask and I can do what I can to try and answer all the questions. So you wanted to follow you, but the times for you is not right for me to watch it live. Yeah, I watch it during work actually. So yeah, but I had a really slow week at work, so it was fine. Put I could put the gymnastics on my screen like during lunch and watch it then, and like I barely got any emails during that week, so it worked out that way at least. That everyone was on holiday, I had nothing to do, so I could watch the Olympics. Cool. I'm glad that you're excited about the stats. They're not like amazing, but I tried to do a few things at least, so we'll see. But I think we should actually do a sprint, and I was thinking that we will start with a short one and see how that goes. So I'm gonna start a 15-minute sprint, I think. And yeah, please let me know what book you pick up for the sprint. And I'm just gonna prep the timer and we'll go for a shorter sprint to start things off nicely. And then we'll just keep it going, I guess. So I'm sharing my timer here. I hope you can see it. We're putting it for 15 minutes. And good luck, everyone. Happy reading. So, hi. Okay, nice. That was the first sprint done. How did it go? How many pages did you read? Uh, as I said before, I'm reading Good Omens, and I read like 16 pages actually. So I'm very happy with that. So it's going quite quickly, this book. Um, which I'm sort of surprised by that I'm reading it so quickly. I'm not sure. But what I'm honestly the most excited about with this book is that once I have read it, I can watch the TV show that was released. What was it, like 2 years ago? Something like that, perhaps. So yeah, I really badly want to watch the TV show. I remember I have actually watched the first episode of this show, and or like 1.5 episodes. I watched it with my friend a while back, but once I read this one, I feel like I can understand everything, and I will appreciate the TV show so much more. So I'm that's what I'm excited about, mainly about reading this book. So yeah, currently that's my current read at least. I find that the how should I say it? The writing is so, or like the story in general is a bit all over the place, but it's sort of the point that everything's just happening, and there are so many events, and like different characters always mentioned, and these uh, non-earthly characters are just so intrigued by everything human and stuff. I don't know, I'm just rambling, but yeah, it's a bit like all over the place. You don't really follow a character's journey from A to B. There are so much that happens in between, basically. But it's an interesting read. I'm glad I'm getting back to it, actually. I'm glad that I have held on to this book for 7 years. Oh, you read 16 pages, and you said that you were reading the graphic novel Blankets. Wait, is that the graphic novel Blankets? Isn't there a graphic novel named Sheets that is about a ghost? Is it something similar, or am I completely off? Please let me know. The TV show is brilliant. Yeah, I that was my, like, when I watched that 1.5 episodes, that was my uh yeah, how I thought of it as well, that it looked really, really good actually, and just funny, good humor, stuff like that. So I am very excited about it. Hi, you read Good Omens so long ago that all you remember is that you liked it. Well, that's a good thing to remember at least. Um, but yeah, I this one was released in, when was it released now again? 20, no wait, 19, I can find it. When was this one released? 1990. So it's 31 years old now? That's insane. It doesn't feel old though. I feel like this could, so far at least in the story, still take place in like our current times. But this book is 31 years old. Is that right? Could it be that old? Yeah, 1990. Whoa. Cool. Very interesting. It's not Sheets. You were confused too. Blanket is a coming of age. Oh, aha. Autobiography in a graphic novel form. Okay. Cool. Cool. Is it the autobiography of someone you have heard about before, or is it a completely new person to you? That's really cool actually, to have like a autobiography but in graphic novel format. That's really nice actually. Um, I I personally need to get more into both graphic novels and memoirs and autobiographies and stuff. I definitely need to look into those genres more. So combining those two actually seems pretty great. That's a really good idea. Yeah. So another note, I'm in a rambly mood. Apologies for that, but I'm just gonna keep going. I had my second dose of the vaccine today, so I'm very happy about that. So I got my little band-aid on my shoulder, and yeah, things are good with that. So just wanted to let you know I'm fully vaccinated now. Yay. Okay, but I think, oh wait, the author itself, nothing you knew beforehand, you loved the idea of the format, found it at the library and had to take it home. That's really cool that you could find that one at the library then. It's nice when you actually like read books or get books that you haven't really heard about before and kind of know nothing about. That's, yeah, I love when that happens, when it's more of an unknown book that still turns out to be interesting. Fully vaccinated buddies, yes. Very nice, yeah. But I thought that it's about time that I talk to you all about the reason we are actually here today, the results of the OlympicsAthon. So, as you know, I had the Google Sheet, the tracking form, whatever I should call it. It was open for the entirety of the readathon, and I closed it like 2 days after, so everyone would have the time to put in the scores and stuff, and track all the books they read. And as we know, every person that competed in the OlympicsAthon could get a maximum score of 500. Those were the maximum points. You could get 250 points from the main prompts and then another 250 points from the bonus prompts. Most of you probably already know this since you participated. So a total of 500 points. And then also you all got to choose a country to represent and compete for in this OlympicsAthon. It didn't necessarily have to be the country that you actually live in or were born in whatever. It could be whatever country of your choice. And we had a total of 18 countries competing in the OlympicsAthon, which is really cool. Like the general stats, the general like how many people participated and stuff were that we had 72 sign-ups. So 72 people beforehand signed up for the OlympicsAthon. And then a total of 33 people actually tracked their books and got the scores and stuff. So perhaps people signed up and then decided to not participate, or perhaps people signed up but just decided that they didn't really want to be part of this competitive thing. I'm not sure about that, but at least we know that 33 people in total actually participated in the OlympicsAthon and actually accomplished at least one prompt during this readathon, which is super cool. And those 33 people came from 18 different countries. Now, there were two ways to look at this. There are two ways to look at these scores, basically. Either you just look at the, what's it called? The total amount of points that one country in total has gathered, or you can look at the mean. And the thing is, I was very conflicted, honestly, about how I should decide the winner, because of course you want every point to count. So in that case, you would preferably look at the total, because even if one people only, it's not only, but if one person just did one prompt and got the points for that one and decided to not read more, it's still just it keeps adding up. It can never go down, really. But if you look at the mean, you kind of you divide all the total amount of points with the number of participants from that country, and then you can sort of drag it down. If someone did all the prompts and another person just did one prompt, there will be the mean would get down. Y'all know math, you know this. Like, I'm not. So I was very conflicted about how to do this, and the reason for that is also because many of the participants decided to represent Great Britain, which makes sense. Definitely makes sense. So we had many participants representing Great Britain. We also had participants representing USA were quite popular. I see if I even wrote it down. I think I counted it at some point. How many? Okay, this might be some old stats, but we had a bunch of people from Great Britain, a bunch of people from USA, and then some from the Philippines, some from Brazil, some from Canada, and then just 1 or 2 people from every here and there. So once again, I was very conflicted about in what way to decide a winner. So I will be sharing both results. But if you consider how the actual Olympic Games works, it is that, like, if you look at, they do this medal league sort of thing where they just have the top countries depending on how many medals they won. And of course, that is not in any way dependent on the population in that country, which makes it for that the true way of counting the OlympicsAthon, or what am I saying? The true way to actually decide on a winner should be to just add up all the scores, and taking no such thing as population or how many participants there are into regard. So because that's the Olympic Games system, that's what I'm gonna mainly apply to this. Is that enough rambling for you? I don't think so, but or perhaps it's enough. It's enough for me, I think. Let's just do a top 3, okay? I have not prepared a PowerPoint or like a slide or something. Perhaps I should have. I don't know. I should have prepared a PowerPoint and like some drum rolls or something. That would have been nice, but we're dealing with this. I'm gonna drum roll with my fingers on my desk. Yes. So let's just do the total amount of points. How did it go for the top 3 countries? So in 3rd place, the bronze medal went to South Korea with a total of 800 points. Congrats, South Korea. Nice bronze medal. Okay. The silver 2nd place went to Sweden with 900 points. Yay! I was in Team Sweden, so I'm happy about this. And finally, the gold medal, the number 1 spot, went to, are you ready? Are you ready? You can drum roll with me. Say it with me. Great Britain with a total of 1,900 points. Good job, Great Britain. Good job, Great Britain. You should be proud. You should be proud. Amazingly done. Good job. That's the top 3 of the OlympicsAthon. And I will make sure to post this on the Discord, on Twitter as well, and all of that. I can try and make some cute graphic for that, perhaps. Sorry for being lazy. I've been away on holiday, so I didn't have time to look at the stats while I was away. And then I got back, and there's been a lot going on with work and stuff. So it hasn't been my top priority, unfortunately, but I will at least make some cute graphs for the results when I publish them on Discord and Twitter. So that's good, I hope. But yeah, so that was the results of the OlympicsAthon. But as I rambled about, there is another way to look at the scores. And that is if we do the mean. So we take the total amount of points that the country earned and divide them by the number of participants from that country. And this can actually look a bit interesting. So I will talk through the top 3 of those as well, okay? Good. So if we look at, oh, yes. Yes. And actually we have some shared, what's it called? We have some shared 1st and 2nd places for this one, which is quite interesting. So I will actually just say all the top points and yeah. Okay, on 3rd place, with 400 points as a mean, which is really good. That means that most people that participated for this country did more than just the main prompts. They also did some bonus prompts to get more points. On third place, we have Korea with 400 points, South Korea. So congratulations to South Korea for earning both the bronze medal in the total point system and also the mean point system. That's amazing. Really good job. Awesome. Second place, we have we have quite a big group of shared silver medalists for the mean point scoreboard. So with 450 points, all of these countries got 450 points with the mean system. These countries are Turkey, Sweden, and Germany. Amazing. Good job. Good luck. Congratulations to all of those 3 countries. Also, once again, Sweden got the silver medal. Yay, happy about that since I competed for Sweden. But we also had Turkey and Germany up there. So congrats to Turkey and Germany for getting a nice medal. That's amazing too. And now what we all have been waiting for, of course, the gold medal. Did Great Britain get this one, or did another country step up for it? Actually, the gold medal is shared between 2 countries. So yeah, leave a guess if you can guess. Leave a quick guess in the comments if you want with which country you think won. I'm gonna give you a couple of seconds to do that if you like, and then I will reveal the results. Okay, are we ready now? So, yes, exactly, Anya, you're with me. Drum roll, please, for the 2 gold medalists of the mean point scoreboard system in this OlympicsAthon. Too many words. Drum roll. The winners were Finland and Hong Kong. Congratulations, Finland and Hong Kong. Amazing done. Both of these countries got 500 points each. So all the participants, if it were how many they were, made sure to complete all of the prompts. Amazingly done. Big congratulations. And yeah, there we sort of have it for the, I guess, the main event, the main league scores, whatever stats, results. Yes, Great Britain won the total points, the actual OlympicsAthon, but I think it's very fair and interesting to look at the mean of the points and taking into consideration how many actually participated from each country. So yeah, exactly. Stats are amazing. It makes a lot of sense with Great Britain being the winner for the total point. Yeah, I agree with that one. You have a feeling that there weren't many readers from either country with the 500 mean. You might be right about that one. I mean, as the stats were, that there were 33 people participating, actually tracking their reading, and these 33 people represented 18 different countries. So it's basically 1.5 per country if we consider it in that way. So that might be completely right. I won't reveal that because it might it might destroy the fun. I don't know, but yeah, you're right there. Finland and Hong Kong. Yes, we had representatives from Hong Kong that also completed all of the prompts. So yeah. And there we have actually the main points, the main scores. So all the gold medals to, of course, everyone that got on the podium, but also just medals in general to everyone that participated, that made this such a amazing and fun readathon. It took me really by surprise by how involved people were and how excited everyone were about this, and so kind, and like all the discussions in Discord and such. It made me so happy to just follow all of this. Uh, so a huge thank you and congratulations to everyone that participated as well. Of course, I have some more stats for you all if you're interested. I did look up what were some of the most popular reads during this readathon, what people tended to gravitate towards, if there were any books in particular that stood out that people read more of during this readathon and such. And also, I got which prompts were the most popular for people to fulfill, how many participants actually completed all of the prompts, and how many just completed the main prompts and such. So I have some more stats like that if you're interested, but I'm thinking that we will soon do another sprint to break up the stats a bit, because I feel like I've been talking too much. And then after that sprint, we'll look at some more detailed stats. Can you please share the complete classification? What do you mean by classification? Like the complete list of all the countries and how they did score-wise? I can definitely do that. I have them in my Excel sheet. I don't think I will say them, like I won't say it here and now, but I will make sure to make like a table of it and post them both on Twitter and Discord. So you will be able to see the complete table with all the stats there, either tonight or tomorrow. I promise that will happen. So if you're yeah, absolutely, definitely. But I, I will stumble on my words so much if I'm gonna say all the points for the 18 different countries. So I hope you're okay with that. Yes, congrats to everyone. Thank you for my, oh, that's very sweet of you. I'm glad everyone just had a good time and enjoyed it. Would love to know the most popular prompts. Cool. Okay, let's go with this plan then. So, as I said, it's time for another reading sprint, and I think we should go for a longer one. So, what are we feeling? Are we feeling perhaps a 30-minute one? Yes or no? Let me know. I think, yeah, I think I'm feeling a 30-minute one at least. I just want confirmation from you guys if that's interesting first. I'm gonna prep it with a way. Okay. 30 minutes is good. Awesome. Then we're gonna go with 30 minutes. Thank you for confirming it. Cool. Okay. So I'm gonna share my screen. And yeah, hopefully you can see it. And I have put on 30 minutes. So good luck, everyone. Happy reading. And I'll see you in half an hour for some more stats and talks. Hi. So, oh, sprint is up. How did everyone do this time? Please let me know what you've been reading and how it has been going. I read like 32 pages. For those of you that don't know, I'm currently reading Good Omens. And yeah, 30 or 32 pages. So I'm quite happy with that. Although I must admit that I'm getting more and more confused by the book. It's just a tad bit all over the place with like the plot and the different characters. It's not a very A to B sort of story. It's very straightforward and such. Uh, or opposite of straightforward, I mean. So it's very like this, I feel like. Um but yeah, but I'm glad I'm reading it again. I'm glad I'm getting to it 7 years later, basically. So at least that's good. Anya needed to leave, but she will watch back for the stats. Good, good. Hey, Jane. I'm glad you're here now. Doesn't matter. It's completely fine. That's very sweet of you. So, to catch everyone up, I have revealed the winners of the OlympicsAthon. And if you want a quick recap, the bronze medal for the OlympicsAthon went to South Korea. The silver medal went to Sweden, and the gold medal went to Great Britain. And that was if you added up all the points. But I also added another, like an alternative scoreboard, which were where I took the mean. So I took the total points for each country, but divided it by the number of participants, because I do think it's quite fair that in some countries we only had like 1 or 2 participants, and for like Great Britain and USA there were quite many participants. So of course that's gonna affect the scores. Of course, the Olympic Games, they don't take population or such into consideration. So that's why I made that the like official score. But if we look at the means scoreboard, we had that South Korea got third place with 400 points. Germany, Sweden, and Turkey all shared the silver medal. And finally, the 2 winners were Finland and Hong Kong, because both of these countries got 100%. They got all the points, basically. So that's a quick wrap up or catch up or whatever for everyone that didn't see the previous results. But I thought that now I would share some more stats. I tried to look through the admissions in the tracking form and such, and just try to look up things such as what reads were the most popular, what prompts were the most popular, how many participants actually got all the points and stuff like that. So catch you all up a bit more. We had 72 signups for the entire readathon, and out of these 72 signups, 33 people actually actively participated in the readathon. And what I mean by that is that they actually tracked their reads. So we might have people that simply didn't want to track things or that decided to not participate. I'm not sure. But yes, so 33 people in total participated in the readathon, and these 33 people all represented 18 different countries. So that's very cool to have that much representation from the countries. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. 2 leaderboards. And I want to mention that I will be posting the tables for these boards on both Discord and Twitter later. And there you will also be able to see not only the top 3, the podium, but also the rest of the countries and their results. So everything will be shared on Twitter and Discord after this live show, or either later tonight or tomorrow. I promise that will happen. So if you're curious about any other country, you will be able to see it. Yeah, I thought so too. But yeah. So, but if we look a bit more on the actual like prompts, the inputs, what did people read? What were everyone's favorite prompt and such? So from like the actual inputs made, basically there were a total of 149 inputs made in the sheet. But of course, some of these inputs could be from multiple books. And I think I counted how many books everyone read. Or no, perhaps I didn't. I don't know. But I looked at all of these prompt inputs and I tried to look for what books were the most popular and also what prompts were the most popular. So I can share some stats for that. I mainly looked at the main prompts. The bonus prompts are a bit more difficult to judge because that's when we start combining books and we can double up and stuff. So most of this is for the main prompts because that is easier to tally up. So the most popular prompt, or the prompt that was completed by most people, were the sports prompt. There were a total of 25 participants that completed the sports prompt, and that's very good considering that there were 33 people in total. So sports prompt was the most popular prompt. Following that, Paralympics, origin, and host prompt all had 21 entries each. So quite close actually. And then we had a fire prompt at 20. Perhaps I should write this down in the chat as well in case it's confusing. But basically, sports prompt 25. I don't know. I don't know how I should do this. I'll write everything and add everything to the Discord and to the Twitter and have like, I didn't make a PowerPoint. I should have made a PowerPoint for this, but I have been focusing on other stuff this weekend since I got back from my holiday. But I will at least try and have some cute graphics for Twitter and Discord. So look out for that. But yeah, sports prompt was the most popular prompt. Now, if we want to look at the books that were popular during this readathon, do we have any guesses to start with? But yeah, I tried to look for titles that appeared multiple times in people's inputs. And basically, the title that appeared most times was Fence. And if you don't know, Fence is a graphic novel about fencing. And I actually decided to count all volumes mentioned into this one because I think there are 4 volumes and people had read different volumes of this one. But yeah, everyone, I just tallied them all up together. So from what I saw, we actually had 7 entries of Fence during this readathon, which is quite fun. Yeah, correct. I think this was because it's a graphic novel, it's a quicker read, stuff like that. Yeah, good job. Good job. I also read Fence. I know many people read Fence, obviously. I said it. So yeah, Fence was a popular one. Some other popular ones, or books that appeared multiple times, were Before the Coffee Gets Cold, which is a book translated from Japanese. So many could use this one for both the host prompt, the translated prompt, and also the continents prompt. So I think this one was very popular for that reason. Fever Dream is another book that was popular for similar reasons, because it's translated from somewhere South America. Is it Spanish or Portuguese? Which country is Fever Dream from? Fever Dream is written by, one second. Fever Dream is written by, okay, it's from Argentina, so it's translated from Spanish. So many could use this one for both, once again, the translated prompt and also the continents prompt. And then some people read the Kiss Quotient series. I also read a book from the Kiss Quotient, so I kind of sorted them all together. So I think more people read the Kiss Quotient than the Bride Test, but I just added them all up together for this. And I think that's because it was a good prompt, or well, it was a fitting book for the Paralympics prompt. So yeah, some other entries, some other books that were entered multiple times were With the Fire on High, typically read for the fire prompt. Cersei, that could be read for the origin prompt and also the Europe continent. Similar with Song of Achilles by the same author, also inspired by Greek mythology. And could be related to Europe for the continent prompt, and Love from A to C for the Paralympics prompt with the disability representation. Also lore, once again, Greece and origin prompt and European continents. So that's basically the list of some of the most read books during this readathon. Fans won by a landslide, honestly. But yeah, it was quite fun to see what people decided to read for all of these different prompts, I guess. Yeah, the Kiss Quotient, I love the Kiss Quotient. And this third book is coming out in September. I think it's September at least. I'm so excited about it. I want to get to it now because the Kiss Quotient was a 4-star for me. The Bright Test was a 4-star for me. I can't decide which one I like more. I feel like I will have to reread them at some point to actually have like a solid ranking of the books, but I love both of them. They are such fun and quick and enjoyable, steamy reads. I like them a lot. Yes. So basically, that's it for the prompts and the books. The finals that I prepared was just in general, like how many participants actually completed all the prompts and such, because it's interesting to see, was it difficult? Or of course it was difficult to do all the prompts. I didn't do all the prompts. I failed with the translated books prompts. I failed it by half a book, but yeah. Basically, 7 people in total completed all of the prompts. So there were 7 people that got 100% each, 500 points each, which is incredible. I'm gonna do some quick math. 7 divided by 33 is, okay, why did it want? 7 divided by 33. So like 21%, a fifth of the participants actually completed all the book prompts. That's incredible and really difficult. So I'm super impressed by that. 20%, cool. Then we had 15 participants that completed all of the main prompts. So 15 participants that got all the 250 points at least. They might have completed some of the bonus prompts as well, but if you only look at the completion of the main prompts, it was 15 people out of the 33 participants, which makes it for just under 50%. I'm gonna double check. Yeah, 45%. So 45% of the participants completed all the main prompts, which is super cool and amazing. And that's 5 books read. So 45% of the participants read at least 5 books during the readathon, which is really cool. And finally, the bonus prompts. There we had 8 people in total that completed all of the books. All of the books for the bonus prompts, I meant to say. So 8 people in total in either way, shape, or form. They could, in this one, once again, they could double up and quadruple and whatever with the prompts. But 8 people, 8 participants got all the bonus prompts points. And once again, that's about a fifth. And these ones were difficult. Like the translated one was really difficult and possibly more difficult depending on where you live and what books you have access to and what languages you know and stuff. So honestly, amazing job, everyone that tracked their scores and really went for the challenges, because these were difficult and like it was in less than 20 days, basically. So amazing job, everyone, truly. And that's sort of what I had prepared for these scores. Once again, I will try and make some cuter graphics of this. Right now, they're just random notes in my notebook. So I will try and put them in a graphic, and I will post them to both Discord and Twitter, so you can be able to see them there. If you're curious about anything else right now during this stream, any stats you're interested in, or any questions you might have about the readathon or the behind the scenes of the readathon, feel free to ask. I gladly try and answer whatever I can. And so feel free to ask if there's anything. Uh, I can share a bit how my general reading went. Well, uh, how many books did I read? I think I read 9 books for the OlympicsAthon. I'm gonna need my notes for this. Let's see, let's see. Here's my journal spread for this one. Oh yeah, I forgot to mark one. So, for the OlympicsAthon, I read, no, not even 9. Yeah, wait. Oh, I read something else for that one. Okay, I read 9 books during my participation in the OlympicsAthon. I needed 10 books in total to complete all the prompts, and I didn't because I got bored by my final book and wanted to pick up something else. So, a bit unfortunate, but hey, that's how it is. So I read Love and Olives, I read Fence, I read With the Fire on High, No Longer Human, The Bride Test, The Gilded Ones, Before the Coffee Gets Cold, Earth Eater, and I Have the Right to Destroy Myself. Those were the books that I read. Out of these one, my favorites were With the Fire on High and The Bride Test. Those were definitely my favorites. I would love to know what books you all read during the readathon, or well, I guess I do know because I have the the Excel sheet with everyone's inputs. But please let me know what your favorite read from the OlympicsAthon was. I would like if you actually had any books you really enjoyed from the readathon. Please let me know because it would be very fun to just hear about. I'm rambling again, so I need to drink some water. Yeah. So those were okay. If we talk most disappointing read, I'd had to go with No Longer Human, I think. Possibly The Gilded Ones. Yeah, because both of those books were very anticipated for me and both got 2 stars in the end because they just didn't live up to my expectations. I think No Longer Human was worse, but The Gilded Ones was more disappointing, if I can categorize it like that. Oh, okay, nice. Yeah, you were really excited about that one, if I remember correctly. It's good that it has more volumes then, so you can continue to read the series, and hopefully it will just get more interesting and have more intrigues and love drama and all that. Yeah, I'm just checking if there's anything I'm missing from my notes and stuff, but I don't think there is anything. I think that's all the stats and stuff I had to share, actually. So, you checked and your favorite one was The Turn of the Key, which was the last book you read for Europe. Cool. I've heard good things about that one. I think it was really hyped last year, actually. Like a thriller, right? I might need to give that one a go. I think it's on my TBR, as most books are. But nice to hear that you enjoyed that one and that it was a favorite from the readathon. That's really cool. How many stars did you give it? 4? 4.5? It was not a 5-star, but perhaps a 4? Oh, nice. Okay, that's good that it's available as an audiobook then, and that the audiobook is good. Then I might actually really give it a go, possibly this fall. I'm actually somewhat in the mood for like thrillers and stuff. I don't know. I need to find thrillers I enjoy to start off with. I feel like I struggle with thrillers at times. Okay, it was a good thriller. Okay, promising, promising. Will definitely give it a go. A 4-star thriller. That's really nice, actually. Yeah. I have a hard time imagining actually that a thriller would be a 5-star read for me. I don't know why. I enjoy thrillers. I enjoy the idea of thrillers, but I feel like I would expect so much of it in order for it to actually be a 5-star, if you get what I mean. I think the closest I've gotten to giving a thriller a 5-star is, and I'm not even sure if it can be categorized as a thriller, but the book I'm thinking of ending things. It's something between a thriller and a horror, I would say. And that one was really good. That one actually got 5 stars from me, but I'm not sure if it could be categorized as a actual thriller or if it's more like a subgenre within the horror genre or something. I'm not too certain, but that's a really cool book if anyone wants recommendations to check out. I'm thinking of Ending Things by Ian Reid. It's really good. Spooky season is getting close. Yeah, I want to get more into like mysteries, thrillers, horror and stuff like that. Yeah, I need to read more of that, I feel like. No Exit was a 5 star and you didn't expect it at all. I'm actually listening to No Exit right now. I started it today. I'm a bit confused, I must admit. I was so surprised that we were thrown into the action straight from the beginning. But I feel like I'm still in like the earlier parts of the books. So I'm hoping that it will surprise me in the end. So I am enjoying it. I'm not loving it. I don't know at which point you started loving it. Um, but yeah, but I'm listening to it right now. So I'm actually excited to continue with it. Cool. Yeah, another thriller I've read that was really, really good actually was Sharp Objects by Gillian Flynn. It's the same author as the one who wrote Gone Girl, which is super popular, especially the movie as well. But Sharp Objects, that one was freaky and bold and weird and interesting and a bit scary and yeah, all over the place, but like in a good way. That one was good. So I actually want to read more Gillian Flynn because I do feel like I enjoy that sort of bold, controversial, interesting, different sort of writing that is sort of unafraid. Yeah, that was also a really good one. I started loving it around 50 pages, but it keeps getting better and better. Cool. I think I'm past the 50-page mark. I don't know. I'm listening to it as an audiobook, so it's hard to tell. But yeah, I think it still has the potential of becoming better and better. Yeah, you need to read Sharp Objects. Like it, perhaps maybe you would like it. I'm not certain, but I think you should give it a go if you. There are definitely some tough topics in that one. It has basically all of the trigger warnings, especially self harm, traumas, family dynamics that don't really work out, and things like that. So it's a tough read. It's a difficult read, like emotionally and with all the difficult topics. But it's a really really good read, and it's quite short, so it's a quick read as well. So like you can do it quite quickly. Yeah, check it out definitely. Cool. I actually think that we're gonna go for one more reading sprint uh, very soon, so we can get some more reading done. Yeah, okay, but good. Then you should be fine with the Sharp Objects one, definitely. But just as a for everyone that it can be a difficult read, and I myself also usually don't struggle with trigger warnings, but sometimes something hits out of nowhere, basically. So yeah, yes, reading sprints. How long do we want them for? We just did a 30-minute one. I could kind of be up for another 30-minute one, or possibly, yeah, or 25, just to mix things up. You don't know what you're reading, but you will try and choose. Yeah, I had the same struggle actually. I'm currently reading like 3 or 4 different books at the same time, and I want to start other books. So I'm trying. I'm trying to have some self-control and not start a new book, even though I really badly want to, and actually try and finish some like of my current reads. So yeah. Oh, anything works. Good, good. Well, I think I'm gonna put the timer for another 30 minutes and let's do some reading basically. What did I do? Oh, I put it as, hold up. I just need to put up the timer. Stay with me. Okay, now we got it. Share screen. Timer. Be alarm. Okay, 30 minutes. Let's go. Happy reading and good luck. Hi. So that was the end of this sprint, and I actually think that this was the final sprint for this live show. So for those of you that still stayed around, even though I have revealed all the stats now, if you read, please let me know what you read and how it went. But I did not read. You perhaps saw me staring at my screen, and that's because I was working on the graphics that I will post to Discord and Twitter for for the results. So that's what I've been working on. I just finished them. So yeah, I guess I'm just gonna put them on Twitter and Discord as soon as I finish this live show. Um, yeah. Another fun thing I just want to mention that I was just reminded of, I got the notification on Twitter from Pinar. I believe that's how you pronounce it. I apologies always. But yeah, Pinar, who participated in the OlympicsAthon, she reminded me or mentioned that there will be a Winter Olympics in February, right? Is this February, if I'm correct? I might have to check. Winter Olympics 2022. Yeah, in Beijing, of all things as well. And yeah, this February. So I was actually quite sad and had like because the next Olympics is the Summer Olympics is in 3 years. So it's a long time until this readathon until this readathon will be hosted again, I thought. But Pinar reminded me that we have the Winter Olympics coming up in February. And of course, there needs to be a winter edition of this readathon, right? So I guess I now know what I will have to plan for the next major international sporting event, basically. So yeah, that made me quite happy to see that there will be another readathon quite soon with a similar theme. So yeah, I hope all of you are equally as excited about that as I am. Of course, the main focus will always be to have these readathons as accessible, approachable, and just enjoyable as possible, and that you can put them on the level that you want to, and yeah, basically make it your own thing. And also encourage you to read more diverse. So yes, but I think that's actually it for this live show. I would like to thank everyone that participated today, but mostly I would like to thank everyone that participated in the readathon and interacted with each other in Discord and have been active on Twitter and shared like their reading threads on Twitter and done like vlogs and TBRs and such on YouTube. It's been so fun to see people get excited and be engaged in this thing basically. So a major thank you to every single participant, whether you read one book, 10 books, 0 books, whatever. It has been such a journey, and I don't know, it made me so happy to host this one. So I'm super duper grateful for it. So yeah, I'm not gonna get too sappy, but it has meant a lot, this readathon experience. So thank you to everyone because of that. I'm gonna go now. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for participating. I hope you had a good day. I hope you will have a good rest of the week. I hope you enjoyed the readathon, and most of all, I hope to see you whenever the next readathon rolls around, which will be in February, which is super awesome. So not that long to wait, right? Yeah, I need to get to planning, I feel like. I had completely forgotten about the Winter Olympics. Yeah. See you on the next one. Take care and goodbye.